Ladies and gentlemen, basketball enthusiasts across the globe, don't touch that dial. We've got a scorching hot NBA update that you absolutely cannot miss. Before we dive into today's explosive news, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge this incredible community we've built together. The passionate debates, the insightful comments, the unwavering support. It truly makes covering basketball the greatest job in the world. And speaking of passion, how about this playoff atmosphere? The intensity, the drama, the legacy-defining moments happening night after night. There's simply nothing like NBA basketball when the stakes are at their highest. If you're enjoying this content, remember to gently tap that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. Now, let's plunge into the basketball bombshell that's currently reverberating throughout the league. In a stunning revelation that has sent shockwaves through Celtic Nation, President of Basketball Operations Brad Stevens has confirmed that fan favorite guard Pritchard was nearly traded before blossoming into the vital rotation piece he's become today. This revelation comes amid seismic shifts across the league, including a blockbuster Lakers trade that threatens to reshape the Western Conference power structure. Stevens, whose transition from head coach to front office executive has been nothing short of masterful, candidly addressed the organization's early struggles to properly utilize Pritchard's talents. The former Oregon standout had demonstrated considerable promise during his rookie campaign, but encountered significant playing time obstacles during his sophomore season. It was challenging for both Peyton and for us organizationally, Stevens admitted in a recent interview. When you have a player with that level of skill and work ethic struggling to find consistent minutes, it creates a naturally difficult situation. The frustration ultimately led Pritchard to request a trade, a moment Stevens now describes as a pivotal crossroads for the franchise. He rightfully wanted a bigger role, and we had to make a difficult decision about his future with the team, Stevens explained. What's particularly fascinating is Stevens' acknowledgement that while trade discussions occurred, no deals came particularly close to fruition, a revelation that will undoubtedly have Celtics fans breathing a collective sigh of relief given Pritchard's subsequent development into a key championship contributor. The organization's faith in Pritchard was ultimately demonstrated through a 4-year contract extension, cementing his place as an integral component of Boston's vaunted second unit. This commitment has paid remarkable dividends, with Pritchard emerging as one of the league's premier bench scorers and three-point specialists. Pritchard himself reflected on the turbulent period with surprising candor. Requesting a trade wasn't difficult for me because I didn't see a future here with limited playing time, he explained. But I've always respected this organization and this city. Boston basketball means something special. The guard's professional handling of the situation speaks volumes about his character, a trait that has endeared him to teammates and coaches alike. His ability to weather that career uncertainty and emerge as a championship-caliber contributor exemplifies the mental fortitude required to thrive in the pressure cooker environment of Boston basketball. Meanwhile, as the Celtics solidify their championship core, their historic rivals are making seismic moves of their own. In a transaction that has stunned basketball observers worldwide, the Los Angeles Lakers have reportedly completed a blockbuster deal sending Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for superstar Luka Doncic. This earth-shattering trade pairs LeBron James with perhaps the most skilled young playmaker in the game, creating a potentially devastating offensive tandem. Despite being tied with Memphis for the 4th seed and having lost 8 of their last 12 games, the Lakers' aggressive move signals their unwillingness to waste James's remaining elite years. The ripple effects of this transaction extend beyond just the Davis-Doncic swap. League insiders report that the Lakers have now set their sights on an even more audacious target: Phoenix Suns superstar Kevin Durant. Such an acquisition would create a triumvirate of James, Doncic, and Durant, arguably the most talented offensive trio in NBA history. However, acquiring Durant would necessitate an extraordinary package, potentially including Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, and multiple future draft selections. This represents a massive mortgaging of the franchise's future assets for an immediate championship window. The Suns' apparent willingness to create financial flexibility adds another layer of intrigue to these discussions. With multiple teams potentially entering the Durant sweepstakes, the Lakers may find themselves in a bidding war that tests the limits of their asset portfolio. For the defending champion Celtics, these aggressive moves by their historical nemesis represent both a challenge and an opportunity. While a Lakers super team would present a formidable finals obstacle, Boston's organizational stability and roster continuity provide distinct advantages in an increasingly volatile league landscape. The contrasting approaches between these storied franchises couldn't be more striking. While the Lakers pursue a high-risk, high-reward strategy of star accumulation, the Celtics have methodically built a balanced roster blending elite talent with exceptional depth. The Pritchard situation exemplifies this patient approach, identifying internal talent, navigating difficult moments, and ultimately creating a stronger organization through thoughtful personnel management. As both teams position themselves for championship contention, the fundamental question becomes which model will prove more successful in today's NBA. Will the Celtics' balanced approach centered on organizational stability triumph? Or will the Lakers' aggressive star acquisition strategy deliver another championship to Los Angeles? For basketball fans, this developing rivalry represents the sport at its most compelling, contrasting philosophies, historical significance, and elite talent converging in a battle for NBA supremacy. Fellow basketball enthusiasts, I'm absolutely floored by these developments. What's your take on these explosive NBA revelations? Are you shocked that the Celtics nearly traded away Pritchard before his breakout? Or is this just business as usual in the cutthroat world of NBA management? And what about those Lakers? Are they making genius moves with the reported Doncic trade and Durant pursuit? Or are they mortgaging their entire future for short-term gain? I'm particularly curious about which team's approach you think is more sustainable. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this basketball conversation going. Remember to absolutely demolish that like button, smash the notification bell, and subscribe for more breaking NBA news. This is your passionate basketball insider signing off. Catch you on the next breaking story.